And tell us a little bit about this seller.
About the seller.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Eric. Eric. For some reason, I kept calling him Nick, but he's Eric. And he has a small dealership, and he carries about 30 cars at a time there. And he gets decent cars. He gets them at auction. So then they have a mechanic and they have a workshop there. So anything that's wrong with it, they take care of it. And he was honest about it. He was just really honest about it.
Okay, this Eric, I want to say something about Mexicans. Okay, you don't expect the Mexicans, same like Japanese or Germans or especially people from Switzerland, they work like a clock. But many Mexicans come here with a dream. Okay, they are not come here as a refugee or something. They have a dream. They want to do good, do successful here, and this guy is one of them. He set up his own company, his own private, business, and a decent workshop, a shop with cars and everything.
Yeah, it's an actual work. It's big. For a private individual, and he's probably like 30 something, early 30s, mid 30s.
Yes. He's such an easygoing person, and then we talked the price, everything, and we said we need a few things to be done, change a new battery or this and that. We thought maybe he said, "Oh, this is a car, you like it or not?" Most people were like this, but he said, "Okay, no problem. Anything you want to say?"
Well, even the paperwork said as is, but not really, because we took it home for a few days. And then just took it back when the mechanic was there to fix the tailgate problem. We just had a tailgate problem with the latch, that's all. And we had a list of other little things and took care of them all.
Didn't work, the lights above didn't work, a few things.
Yeah, just with things.
He just facing us change a new battery and do this and that. He says, okay, you have no guarantee, but in a certain time, if you have something wrong, you can do it for free. And even in the future, something wrong, we will charge you the parts.
Yeah. So that's really great, and actually he lived up to it so far, because we weren't meaning to test it out, but when we got home, we just noticed these things because we needed to drive it. Okay, when we got the new battery, actually the truck had just passed the smog, but they hadn't gotten their certificate. So when they changed the battery, it reset. So we need to drive it for like 2 days to get enough miles on it so that they could do the smog check again. And it did pass. So that's another reason we had to go back in a couple days.
Yes. So we are very, very happy that not only the truck, but also we found we think at least a reliable person we can go for car repair service in the future. And especially this place is not far away from us. Okay, but we're still not sure about this truck. We want to find out the history of this truck, right? And we bought the Kia from a big dealer. Then we did not have to worry about that. Why?
Because it was a big a Toyota, I don't know, dealership. Yeah. So, and it was one of their trade-ins, and they take care of everything properly. They're held up to certain standards. They have a reputation, and they have to take care of it.
They have a face. They have to, So if you buy a car from a huge dealer, like we bought the Kia from this Toyota, which turned out to be a really wonderful car. This Kia is really nice to drive, has no problem. The air conditioning, ice cold. Anyway, so fun.
The radio,
everything for that price, and this car is really we don't want to sell. Okay, but for this truck, we were not sure because it's a small dealer. Then we know that I watched the video. If you go to Carfax, what is that?
Carfax.com, and then you can put in the VIN number, and it will bring up the history of the vehicle.
Yes. So it will tell you how many ownership they had before, and if this car has been to an accident or not, or repainted, or salvage title, whatever in history. Because in USA, a car
It has to go through the inspections every year. So it's always, okay, if you want to register the car and drive it on the road, it has to be inspected.
So it's very difficult for you to put a fake mileage or things like that, okay? So we went to, what was the site, .com?
Carfax.com?
Yeah.
But then it was, I think, it was really expensive. It was kind of silly expensive because one car we wanted to check on. And it's not like it was a BMW or something. It was just a Nissan Frontier. Yeah. Crew cab, it's got a 4-door, so it's a good size. But at the same time, we couldn't bring ourselves to. But at the same time, when I looked up Carfax, of course, a whole bunch of other websites it popped up. Yeah. A long time ago, all it was Carfax. But now there seem to be so many, and they do it really cheap.
Yes, because the Carfax is really charge you like $60 or something. I don't remember. Anyway, it was too much for us to I want to see the information for that much. And Mercedes found another site telling, of course, she did all the research.
Well, I checked out the website because I hadn't heard of these other sites, because the only time you use them is when you're buying a car. And I just did some research, checked with the Better Business Bureau, and checked other people's reviews to make sure that it wasn't a scam and that they were actually giving me access to the same information. And they were. No problem.
Okay, yeah. I will film this site later, and you will see. We check this. How much you paid for?
I think it was $7.99. $7.99.
$8. Oh, that's less than $8. That's a very reasonable price, and this is a price we're willing to pay. And we opened this site, and we found our truck. We put the VIN number in, found. Then what we found, the facts about this truck.
Then we found out that,
ownership first.
Yeah, there were 2 owners. There are only 2 owners on the truck. Yes. The first one had it for 9 years and only put 34,000 miles on the truck, which is insane in America. That's crazy.
Yeah, it means the first owner looked after the truck very, very much. Then the second owner.
The second owner had it until November 2017, and that person put 90,000 miles
altogether
on the truck. So now it's got 124,000. But for a truck that's so old, it's a 2003, and it's in really good shape. 124,000 miles. It's less than my Kia, and my Kia is a 2012.
So it means that we are having an honest car, have an honest truck. There's other things that we check the accident or things like that.
Yeah, well, it all comes up in the report. So you look at if there are any, and nope, there were no accidents, no problems with it, nothing.
No, nothing. You found nothing. Now we are confident that we know that we are having a honest old truck. Yeah, the only thing we have to rely upon Nissan itself. If some problem, that's the Nissan's problem. It's not the driver's problem, because I'm a very sensitive driver, and I know if the car is very roughly driven, right? And this car still, I cannot say as drive as new, but you don't really feel this is an old car at all. It's so sensitive. Everything works so well.
Even the interior is decent, for something that age. The interior,
it's natural old.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not torn up. Like it wasn't used as a work truck. That's for sure.
And I can drive out with this lady and have a couple of friends sitting behind me.
Yeah, because it's a crew
cab. It's okay.
Yeah, it's a crew cab, and it's.
I mean, it's clean. It's clean.
It is.
to have, and no smell, no smoke smell, no nothing. And
I think there was a smoker in it, because I still smell remnants of it. Yeah.
I didn't smell anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we can some sprays.
Yeah, I'll put some Febreze.
Yeah, and also the radio.
The radio now or before?
Before and now.
Well, before it seemed like it was just a fuse, because when I took it back for him to do the smog and fix the tailgate, I told him about the radio, and it was also the cigarette lighter. So you charge your phone or whatever else there, so that wasn't working. But we have one in the back and another one in the glove thing in the middle. So we have 3, but the one in the front with the radio wasn't working, and then it was working. So
it means everything is working for this truck, and we are having great fun with this truck. And you will see us driving this truck to do many things. This truck will be part of our new life here in Las Vegas.
Very much so, and it's a good color too.
Yes, it's a red China color. No, I'm sorry, it's Norway and the USA.
I thought it was like communist. Is that what it is?
Yeah, no, it's a Norway. Life start here in Las Vegas happily with a truck.
And all he gives me is a handshake. Guys, come on.
Okay, look. I'm shy. Okay, look. All the information, we hope that will help you, especially foreigners. I mean, Americans know what to do. The foreigners,
not always though.
Yeah,
because
even some Americans probably don't know.
Well, a lot of time people are afraid to go for used cars or trucks because of what we went through at first. You know, what we went through was a lot, and that's why actually you were in China or Japan or something, and you said to me, because I told you about all of getting all the furniture and stuff, but I can't get a dining table, I can't get the beds, I had to hire someone to bring the beds here and stuff like that, and you said to me, oh, go get a truck.